All right. All right. Let's get this situated right. Move this camera the right way. All right. All right. So we'll give this a few minutes for people to come on in. And this will be interesting. I know. Hey, guys. All right. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to show up. So I'm glad. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything good? As you see, I'm testing out this new mic. I just want to make sure everything is good. That way, you guys are getting the first round of it. All right. Hey, Stu, buddy. All right, everybody's here. And you can see it's a little bright, but I bought some pretty professional studio lighting. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. So it's a little bit bright, but I've got the lighting as far away as I can. So what I'm going to do is this is all going to be going away, and I've cleared off the entire section. That entire wall over there is empty. So I've got a desk here and everything. So I'm going to flip that over there once I get everything hung up on the wall. I got banners and pennants and Panther stuff and everything. So I'm taking care of that this week. And then that way I can move the lighting here and point it that direction because it's just a touch bright on my eyes, but looks a lot better than it did before. That's for sure. All right. I know Trocheck is out, right? Or he's going to test his leg. I heard Anita Ryder too, possibly. I checked up this morning. Hey, Bud the Monkey Boy. All right, everybody's here. This is awesome. This is good. Boy, this is do or die, though, right? For Carolina. I mean, this is the exact same. It's the exact same thing that the Panthers did with Tampa Bay. The exact, So right here, if Tampa goes up 3-1, it's toast. It's over. Boca Stu, don't worry, buddy. I got three. I had three different people send me. I think my brother, Dana sent me one. Karen sent me one. I think Chris sent me one. I have at least three, so you don't have to worry about that. But I'm good there. I got to get a couple frames because a couple people sent me the Huberdeau photos from last year, the Huberdeau posters. So I want to get that up on the wall. So it's going to look really, really good. It's the same color. So once I get it all done, it'll look a lot better than what I have right now. But if anybody's interested in buying one of these flags, I have about 50 brand new flags for sale in my eBay store. They're not expensive. They're like $15, and sometimes I put them on sale. I need to put a Yandel poster. No, he gets his own. He's going to get his own cereal box because I've got to separate him and Ekblad out now because Ekblad does not deserve to be classified and categorized with Yandel anymore. So I'm going to have to. Did they actually have Yandel posters? Geez. I thought you were kidding. They gave out Yandel posters. What? Oh, for the games, right? For his Iron Man streak, I guess. Tom, will I be covering the draft? No. I don't watch enough. I don't know enough about the minor league players. I don't know anything more than what I see on social media and everything. So it would just be uneducated of me to come on and pretend that I know. So, yeah, the answer for that is no, unfortunately. Eventually, at some point down the road, as things grow, it's sort of like what the hockey guy does, right? I still have to work my other gig, which is selling on eBay, I've been doing that all day, right? So, like, if I could devote all my time to research and learning, then I could. But it's like when Hockey Guy started out, he was working his full-time job and doing the videos. How he ended up staying in a relationship, pulling that off, I have no idea. Because like I joked about on Twitter last night, it was do I watch both games or do I give my girlfriend some attention? Hockey lost last night. Unfortunately, I did get to see the ending though, third period, the end of the Colorado Avalanche and Vegas. All right, let's talk about hockey. Yeah, I saw that. And who else was it too? No, it was Marchand. That's the one I'm thinking about. Right. Yeah, he absolutely sniped from the corner, completely, absolutely surprised Varlamov. He had no idea that shot was coming. And hey, Tricky Nicky B. The hockey guy has a personality of a cardboard box. I might too if that dude, look, I know that he's not everybody's flavor, but God, I wake up at 6 in the morning and he's putting out videos at 1 a.m. because he lives on the West Coast. And I just applaud his work ethic. You know what I mean? Stu, goalies can stop that shot. Yeah, they can stop it. But it was about as perfectly placed a shot as you could get. Certainly, that's not one. That's one of those goals where you can't, I say can't blame the goalie. In that position, he didn't really even know the shot was coming. But it makes it look bad for goalies because they're at that weird angle and that glove or the stick comes up. Hey, Mr. Vids, how we doing, buddy? Oh, no, can't. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, I was trying to be rational and half agree with you with the other hand, but it's like, it's a tough shot. You know what I mean? If you place that shot perfectly, it's really, not a whole lot that anybody's going to be able to do. Boy, did anybody else watch the end of Vegas, Colorado last night? He's a rat, but a great clutch player. Yeah. Hey, look, I take him on our team. We already got Gudis. That's one guy that a lot of other people don't like. Rosado, no, you didn't, Stu, you did. Those last, just boom, boom. It went from when Colorado scored, I thought that was it, man. I thought that was it. I thought for sure Avalanche were just going to take it, and that was the end of the series. And then I did not see Vegas coming and getting 2 quick goals like that because Grubauer he's been lit, right? So I see. Yeah, you only watched the Panthers. It hurts that Talon gave away Marshall. So, yeah. Did anybody? Yeah, the goal that Marshall. It's funny, bud. That was my first impression when I saw it. I was just like, oh, geez, Marchessault again, because him and Smith have been they've been hitting the post. The other night, I almost tweeted this out, and I didn't want to trigger anybody, but I looked at it about 5-8 minutes into the third period of that game, and then I did a little bit of research, and it would have been accurate. At one point in that game, Smith and Marchessault had hit the post more in that game than Barkov had shots in Game 6. But I didn't feel like fighting with everybody about how that wasn't a comparison and all of that. They missed the point. They think we're being too serious, This year, hoping for the night. I picked the Knights. In all my what the hell do you call it? The when you make the picks. So I can't remember the word. This is stupid. In my brackets, jeez. In all my brackets, I picked Vegas. I picked Vegas to win. And I said this in the video yesterday before they played. I feel like Vegas is at least going to come back and get the Game 7. That first game with Colorado and Vegas, they really did everybody a disservice. Obviously Colorado enjoyed it, but forcing Vegas to go out there on that short rest, you saw what happened. I think that was wrong, to be honest with you. I don't think it should have gone on that way. Stu, you think Colorado will still take it? Maybe, but I think we're going to 7 games. I think 7 games, overtime. Now, Colorado's got home ice, right? Yeah. So if we get a Game 7 and that sucker starts at 10 o'clock, don't even think about being in bed till 2 because that's going overtime, maybe 2 overtimes. Those 2 teams, man, when they clamp down, I know that they're known for their offense, but those 2 goalies, especially when they make up their mind, Fleury made some ridiculous saves last night to keep it 2-1 before Vegas came back. The altitude comes into play. Yeah, that's true. But Vegas is not unused to that, right? Right? They've played there enough. I know that you still have to get used to it, but you could be right. Look, it's going to go either way. But like I said, I still think it's just going to go back to 7 games. Now, Tricky Nicky was hoping Tampa to win the cup again. Now, why? Why would we hope that? Is that so that they just completely are so wiped out and played so much hockey that next year they just completely crash and miss the playoffs? I'm curious. Yeah, watch for McKinnon the next game. Did you see how he just carried the puck in from one end and he just carried it and skated around everybody? I believe it was in the third period, and then he got stopped. McKinnon, man, he is so good. When he's one of those guys, he did it the other night too, in the overtime. When he turns it on, he's unstoppable as far as what I've seen. These guys, I talked about this in the video, the elite players on the other teams, Stamkos, Kucherovs, McKinnons, they have an ability to take it to the extra gear that Barkov and Huberdeau have just not illustrated yet. They've gotten to the point where they're playing that, playoff hockey, but they haven't gotten to the point where they can, excel and just take over a game even against elite competition. And until that happens, this is where we're going to be. You know what I mean? Unless Spencer Knight becomes, Patrick Waugh or Roberto Luongo in their younger days. Your phone is going to die. That's all right, brother. It's not a long stream today anyway because we're just going up to 4 o'clock. No, that's okay, man. I appreciate anybody who's coming out. I didn't know what to expect because I've only done Panthers streams. Talk to you later, buddy. No problem. So, Tricky Nicky, man, why we want Tampa to win? I'm curious about that. Is this a situation where they're your second favorite team, or are you just hoping to wear them the hell out? Because at this point, it's hard enough to repeat. But if they make it all the way twice, which they could, they legit could. Now, they reseed everybody though, so there's no guarantee who's going to play what, right? They reseed everybody, so I'm not sure who they would play if they win. It just depends because they take all the teams and they reseed based on points. So Colorado will obviously always be the number 1 seed, but if Vegas wins, then it flips everything on its head and it goes by points, and who knows who's going to play who. And somebody is going to play Montreal, and I think that's probably where Montreal's run comes to an end. I don't think Winnipeg going to come back and win this series. Carey Price has just decided to go just apoplectic. He's found a time machine. I'm sure Bobrovsky is wondering if he can find the same time machine, but he probably can't. I think, Montreal wins this round, and then whoever they're going to meet in the next round, you're looking at, depending on how the seeding goes, they could easily play Tampa, Carolina, Boston, the Islanders, Vegas, Colorado. I'm counting up all the teams thinking if there's anybody, as I say it, that I think that Montreal could beat. And not unless Carey Price completely steals everything, man. Right. Tom. Hey, Bennett, how we doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on. Tom, that's a really good point. I've made that a couple times. Everybody's still just playing everybody they're familiar with right now. And then once they reseed everybody, when I filled out one of my brackets and I had the Panthers making it to the 3rd round, the way that I had picked teams, we were going to play the Leafs. You know what I mean? The way that I had teams picked. So if Montreal goes up against Tampa, forget it. Okay, they're not going to beat the Lightning. They may be able to keep it a little bit close with Carolina and play a tough defensive style there and lean on Price, but they're not beating Carolina. And I don't think they're going to beat Boston either. Maybe they could compete with the Islanders and forget about it with Vegas or Colorado. So that's kind of going to be one of those teams where you pretty much know Montreal plays Vegas or Avalanche since they are the lowest seed. Okay, so then, yeah, that makes sense. Right, so Carolina did not have Carolina had fewer points than Vegas because that's obviously how it would work out there. That sounds about right. So if they're going to play so then, geez. So that even convinces me more that series is going to go to 7 games, especially if Montreal gets up 3-0. Because, trust me, either one of those two teams is salivating at the chance to play Montreal. Hey, Robin. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm glad you came up, bud. I appreciate that. This has been pretty good. So far, everybody has predicted that Montreal is going to win the cup and sweep. That's the idea so far. That's sarcasm, Robin. It's a joke. Nobody predicted that. Don't beat anybody up. Thank you, Bennett, though, for letting me know about that. I wasn't quite sure. You handed in your thesis today so you can find the rest. Oh, man, I know you've been working hard on that, man. Jeez. So congratulations for getting that done. I hope everything turns out just the way you want it to with that, man. You deserve it. You've been working hard on that for a long, long, long time. And I can appreciate the time that it must consume. You know what I mean? I can definitely appreciate how much time something like that is gonna take out of your day, man. So, all right. So as things stand right now, if we start making easier predictions, right? Oh, hey, Chris, how we doing? Who do I have winning tonight? Well, I really, can somebody check? Let's check this out. Now, I know Trocheck, they were thinking that he was still going to be out. I heard possibly Niederreiter as well. That's going to be tough. But, man, I really, really want Carolina to win this game. I want the 7 games. I don't want Tampa Bay just having an easy peasy path. Nino is out. Okay, yeah. I think Trocheck, I think they said that he was going to try it in warm-ups. He had an ankle-to-ankle hit. It's that ankle again. And that's part of, Trocheck game time decision. That's part of why we got rid of him. As good as he's been, I'm telling you, I have it on good authority that the doctors looked at his film and were like, iffy, could it be okay, and could not be okay. It could be a gradual thing that shortens his career, and he gets dinged up, a little bit easier. That's kind of what we're seeing right now, and it's a terrible, terrible time because they need all the help that they can get. Is Mrazek going to steal a game? I mean, he's playing well. He's playing good, but we saw it with the Panthers, right? The same exact thing, 2-0 and then 2-1. And then Tampa Bay came out in game 4, and it was lights out for us. Tampa obviously has higher skill players, especially if Trocheck and Niederreiter are out. If they decide they make up their mind to take over the whole thing, it could be over quick. But at the same time, Carolina's, gritty team. Trocheck not playing. If he's a game time decision, he probably won't play because, maybe he could play, but he's not going to be Trocheck, right? He's not going to be skating around, banging people and everything like that. And when it's your ankle, it's tough, man, when you're iffy like that because, the series is on the line. And at the same time, if you give it that one more day of rest, which would be, actually 2 more days of rest, that can make the difference between you're able to play the rest of the playoffs, or you tweak it again, and now you're out the rest of the series and maybe even to the next series if they continue to play. Don't think it's going to happen with just if the Panthers lose for Toronto, how would I feel if they trade for Trocheck? Nah, we're not going to trade for Trocheck, man. We got our center. We got our centers covered. Now, how would I feel if that happened? Well, I think the ship has kind of sailed there. I think it's kind of like one of those things where, like, you like to see your ex-girlfriend doing okay, and you see the pictures on Facebook, and she looks pretty nice, But then when you think about it a little bit more, you remember how much of a bitch she was. You say, nah, I'm good. I think it's kind of like that with Trocheck. I have a sneaking suspicion that he might have burned some bridges or come close to burning some bridges on his way out of town. So I don't think that'll happen, and I don't think Barkov, especially Barkov, Huberdeau maybe. I just get the gut feeling that Barkov was happy to see him go. That's just my gut feeling there. What else? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I had been talking about who I want to win and who I think is going to win tonight. I think both Carolina and Vegas are bringing their series to 7 games. Chris, man, I appreciate that on the 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, and I tell you what, on the last couple of days, get a little bit irritable on myself. I'll tell you that. In the last 2 days is when I decided to do daily content. I'm really working it. I lost 5 subscribers. And it brought me from 1,000.4 to 1,000.3. I'm like, we're going the wrong direction. What are we doing? But most likely, that is people that kind of subscribed there at the end, and they wanted to help me get over the 1,000 subscribers. And then now they're seeing I'm posting daily content, and they're really not that interested, so they're unsubscribing. So hopefully, as those people fall off, new people will subscribe, so I at least stay even. I don't like sitting there looking and I lose 5 subscribers in a day. Yesterday, I lost 5 subscribers. That kind of movement is not. I'm not cool with that at all. Let's see. I'm watching a couple. I'm missing here. Calendar's not around anymore. Walmart got. Yeah, Walmart. Henry didn't even play. We could have used. Well, Walmart didn't show me a whole lot. Walmart kind of, Walmart, Wenberg, they both start with W. They remind me of the same thing. Rosado, thanks, buddy. Looking forward to the Dolphin videos. Yeah, I did the one prediction video. The schedule. I want to get to the point, and look, it's not easy. But I want to get to the point where I'm actually able to make one hockey video every day and one football video every day. What I need to be able to do, truth of it all, is I got 1 more year to pay on my van. It's $500 a month. If I could get that paid off, that's that much time less I have to spend listing stuff on eBay and more time I can spend on videos. So that my ultimate goal is to transition from doing eBay and just hand Kyle over that eBay business and move it into, what I'm doing here. But transitionally, I drink a lot of Monster. I take a lot of caffeine because, I work all day and then I do this a lot of times at night. So, and I'm going to be 50 in August. So I'm not 20. I'm not even 30. So at some point during the day, the body starts, the light starts to say, we need chemicals if you want to stay awake. You need some kind of artificial energy coming in from the outside. So the Dolphin stuff is coming. It is. I don't want to jump too far ahead of myself and start something that I can't, continuously do. So I did the one. I'm going to do another one here in the next few days. I know that there's a lot of channels that do like daily camp updates and everything like that. I suppose at some point that's a possibility down the road, but there's so many guys out there doing it right now. I don't know if that's really the angle I should take to look for growth. Chris, I appreciate that, buddy. I do have some Kane subscribers. I do have a few, but I appreciate anybody that subscribes genuinely. Now, like I joked about when I got to the 1,000, I said next stop is 1,000,000. You know, and I just want to pass Steve Dangle and the hockey guy. Leave those guys in the back, and then they'll be talking about me. What? I can dream. A man can dream, right? All right. Oh, Benny, your dad turns 50 in July. Yeah, I'm gonna be 50 in August. I'm gonna be 50 in August, man. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I'm not gonna shave it. Like some of the lighting, it doesn't look so bad now, but it's like dark and like it looks like I got no hair here. It's just white. You know what I mean? It looks all patchy, right? It looks like it's all patchy, but if this was colored, it would be it's a full thick beard. There's not a missing hair on my face anywhere. But because of the white and the gray, it doesn't look right. All right, let's see. I missed something here. Robin, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. You know, I've been working hard, but you and I both know I've been my worst enemy with when I've quit those couple of times. So I'm grateful I got to the 1,000 subscribers. I'm also fully aware that had I not quit a couple of times, it would have happened earlier. Kind of been my own worst enemy there. This whole channel, all of it, the whole 5 years has been a huge learning experience. And I'm going to pass this on to you guys because maybe you guys start your own things at some point where you do something in life. The channel, I had all these years of emotions behind being a fan of this team. I had it all built up inside of me, and I spewed, and I didn't care who it was. I ragged on everybody. If it was the owners, it was the coaches, it was the players, it was the media guys. I was just so pissed off that the team had been so bad or mediocre for so long. I just vomited emotion everywhere, and that only going to get you so far. You know what I mean? Eventually, what I had to learn was not only that I could express the emotions in the videos, but what was happening was that even after the games, before the games, I'd get so emotional about it myself that I would wear myself out. So by the time January, February came, I'd be so worn out from doing the videos and so emotionally drained that I would end up quitting. So what I've learned is that, okay, show the emotion on the videos. Do what you do. I do what I do. The emotion is real. It's raw. You guys know it. But after that, and after I edit, and after I get off of Twitter, kaputs. That's it. Emotionally, I drop it. I move on with my day. I engage with Karen, the kids, the dogs, and I go on. And so that when I come back to hockey, it's fresh again. It's not like 24/7 of handling the emotions of the games and everything. And I think I know that cost me. I would have had 1,000 subscribers last season had I not quit the year before. Now, last year I did all 82 games. The year before I did about half, and the year before I missed about 20 games. Had I not quit, I would have been at 1,000. I'd have been monetized already. So while I appreciate everybody's support and saying how hard I worked and everything, for me, I know I could have done better. So that's where my head is at now. I kind of learned my lesson, and I said, okay, I'm not going to screw this up anymore because I have a good base of people that will help me out and follow me, and I have a chance of turning this into something real. So I just have to make sure that emotionally I don't get so crazy that I just, game time comes and I'm like, I'm worn out, man. I'm tired for 6 hours. I'm toast already. Tom, hey, Groovosaur, appreciate you guys. We're closing in on a couple minutes here because I want to get in and watch the game. The hockey guy has a second channel too. Jeez, how does he do it? I wake up in the morning and I see a 45-minute video from this guy reviewing all of the games from the day before, and I'm like, how? And he's got the board set up for every single one of them. And look, I know how long it takes, right? So the entertainment guy. Tom, I'll have to check that out. I mean, that dude, he's not human. Yeah, he's a robot. Exactly. We said it at the same time, Groovy Sword. There's no way that guy is human. He's AI, okay? And I say that out of respect. That dude, the hockey guy, rather the hockey guard. I would not try to compete with him. Now, if I could ever get to Steve Dangle's level, the amount of followers he has versus with the content that he produces, that's awesome. But the hockey guy, this guy, he's going to end up with 1 million subscribers. He's going to pass Steve by. He's going to be like Crowder size at some point because of the amount of content he's putting out. I don't know how he's doing it, and I'm sure he doesn't know how he's doing it. Logan, go Bolts. Come on. Wait, save that for Game 7. I want Game 7. Let's get to Game 7, all right? And then it's a wash. I still want Carolina to win, but it's got to get to Game 7. Sweet Nirvana. I don't like glasses on. Yep, Sweet Nirvana. How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you showing up, even if it's at the last minute here. All right. That was it, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. Puck drop is in a few minutes. Oh, the entertainment, basically his daily life. So he does hockey videos all day, and then he does videos about how he does hockey videos all day. I got to see this. I got to check that out, man. Unbelievable. The guy is a robot, like you said, Rubisaur. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. 4-2 Canes. 4-2 Canes. All right? What the hell? All right, guys. I'll see you next time. It won't do one tomorrow, but I'll have another one before Wednesday of this upcoming week. I just got to look at the hockey schedule, and we'll try to keep these going, okay? See ya. 3-2 Canes. 4-2, guys. Talking movies and such. Yeah, I got to check it out too, Robin. The guy's a robot. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Bye.